Are you aware that certain nighttime habits could quietly be putting your health at risk, especially after the age of 70? Imagine waking up one morning, only to find that a loved one who seemed perfectly fine the day before has passed away peacefully in their sleep. It's a shocking and heartbreaking scenario, but it happens more often than you think. In this video, we'll uncover 4 simple bedtime habits that can silently jeopardize your well-being, from strokes to heart attacks and even death. These might seem like harmless routines, but the truth is, they could be doing more harm than you realize. As we age, our bodies change, and our once easy habits can become serious risks. That's why it's crucial to understand how to protect your health and improve your sleep as you get older. By watching this video until the end, you'll discover actionable advice to help you avoid these risky behaviors. You'll learn how small changes to your nighttime routine can lead to better sleep, stronger health, and a longer, more fulfilling life. Stick around to find out which one of these habits could be affecting your health right now, and more importantly, how to make simple adjustments that could make all the difference. From what you eat before bed to how warm your room is, and even the position you sleep in, this video covers everything you need to know to keep yourself safe and sound every night. Don't miss out on this valuable information that could change the way you approach your nightly routine. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0, to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Number 1. Eating heavy meals too close to bedtime. As we grow older, it becomes increasingly clear that our bodies are no longer the well-oiled machines they once were. Number 1 on the list of potentially harmful habits, especially for those of us over 70, is eating large meals too close to bedtime. It might seem like no big deal, right? After all, you've been eating late for years without noticing any issues, so why change now? But as much as we hate to admit it, the reality is that the way our bodies process food drastically shifts as we age. It's no longer as simple as eating what we want when we want without facing consequences. Let's take a moment and reflect. When we were younger, we could probably indulge in a hearty meal late at night, maybe even a second helping, and still drift off into a deep, peaceful sleep. But those carefree days are behind us. Once we hit 70, our metabolism slows down, our digestive system becomes sluggish, and our body takes much longer to break down food. This seemingly harmless habit of eating before bed can quickly escalate into a multitude of problems, disrupting not just your sleep, but your heart health and overall well-being. Think about those restless nights when you've woken up feeling uncomfortably full, your stomach burning, or your heart racing. Have you ever wondered if those late-night meals might be to blame? Trust me, they most likely are. The process of digestion is meant to be gradual, happening throughout the day when we're active. But when you eat a large meal right before bed, your body is forced to work overtime, while you should be relaxing and unwinding. Instead of drifting peacefully into restorative sleep, your body is expending all its energy to digest the food, producing stomach acid, working the intestines hard, and keeping your heart rate elevated when it should be slowing down. The result? You stay in a lighter, more fragmented sleep, making you more susceptible to a variety of complications, including sudden, life-threatening events like heart attacks and strokes. Imagine this scenario. You enjoy a heavy snack late at night. Maybe a plate of pasta, a greasy burger, or something else that's rich and indulgent. For a few minutes, you feel satisfied, even content. But the moment you lie down, your body starts to fight against you. The food you've just eaten causes your stomach acid to creep up into your esophagus, leading to heartburn, discomfort, or even choking. It's a cruel cycle. Over time, this ongoing acid reflux, known as GERD, can wear down the muscles in your throat and airway. This can lead to even more serious complications, like aspiration pneumonia, a dangerous lung infection that can be devastating for seniors. If you have diabetes, the dangers are even more pronounced. Eating too late can trigger blood sugar spikes, which are particularly risky. If your body is already struggling to maintain stable glucose levels, this can wreak havoc on your metabolism, making it harder for your body to regulate blood sugar as you sleep. The research is clear. Seniors who regularly eat late at night are at a higher risk of developing metabolic disorders, which can contribute to heart disease and other chronic conditions. So, how can we prevent this from happening? The answer is simple. Stop eating so close to bedtime. Aim to finish your last meal at least 3 to 4 hours before you plan to sleep. This allows your body the time it needs to digest food properly before it's time to rest. And if you need a late-night snack, choose wisely. Go for something light and easy to digest. Maybe a handful of nuts, a small piece of fruit, or a soothing cup of herbal tea. These options are gentle on the stomach and won't overwhelm your digestive system, allowing you to get the restful sleep your body craves. I understand how hard it can be to let go of old habits, especially when they've been part of your routine for so many years. But here's the truth. Your body has changed, and it's vital to listen to it. It deserves your care and attention. By making small adjustments, like shifting your eating habits, you're not only reducing your risk of health issues, but you're also taking a significant step towards improving the quality of your sleep and overall health. You've earned this peace of mind. Don't wait until your body starts sending you warnings. It's never too late to make a positive change that can have a profound impact on your well-being. Number 2. Sleeping in a room that's too warm. At first glance, a warm and cozy bedroom may seem like the ultimate sanctuary, inviting you to sink into a peaceful, restful sleep. But for those of us over 70, this seemingly simple comfort could be unknowingly damaging to our health. As tempting as it may be to crank up the thermostat or wrap ourselves in thick, heavy blankets to escape the chill, we must be mindful of the hidden risks that come with sleeping in a room that's too warm. Sadly, many seniors fall into this trap, thinking that warmth will help them sleep better. But the truth, often realized too late, is that excessive warmth during sleep can quietly sabotage your health in ways you might not even notice until it's too late. As we age, our bodies don't function as efficiently as they once did. This includes the ability to regulate our body temperature. The once effortless process of sweating and releasing excess heat diminishes, leaving our bodies vulnerable to overheating, especially when we're asleep. When this happens, the body can no longer effectively cool itself down, and that's when the real dangers begin. Our hearts are forced to work overtime, trying to compensate for the temperature rise. Unnecessary strain on the cardiovascular system can be particularly dangerous for those of us with heart conditions, high blood pressure, or poor circulation. It's a ticking time bomb that quietly compromises our well-being every night we sleep in an environment that's too warm. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night feeling drenched in sweat, restless, or even slightly short of breath? That's your body desperately struggling to maintain balance, unable to cool down properly. It's a wake-up call, a silent cry for help. Studies have shown that sleeping in a warm room increases the risk of dehydration, even if you don't feel thirsty. And here's the real kicker. Mild dehydration during sleep can cause blood to thicken, which in turn raises the risk of blood clots, strokes, and heart attacks, especially for older adults. It's not something we can afford to ignore, and yet, it happens far more often than we realize. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment one below to let me know that you are still here with me. Let me paint a picture. Imagine Frank, a 74-year-old retiree, just like many of us, who enjoys unwinding with a good book before heading to bed. Frank believes that turning up the heat and piling on thick blankets will give him the warmth and comfort he needs. But night after night, Frank wakes up feeling drenched in sweat, groggy, and utterly drained the next morning. What Frank doesn't realize is that his cozy warm sleeping environment is preventing his body from achieving the deep, restorative sleep it so desperately needs. The warmth is disrupting his natural sleep cycle, leaving him stuck in the lighter stages of sleep, never able to reach the rejuvenating deep sleep his body requires for healing and energy restoration. But here's the good news. We can change that. A cooler room not only feels more comfortable but also promotes better, more restful sleep by encouraging the body to lower its core temperature naturally. This is a vital process for deep, healing sleep, which plays an essential role in boosting memory, strengthening the immune system, and supporting overall longevity. When seniors sleep in a cooler environment, many report feeling more refreshed, energized, and mentally sharp in the morning. It's like a reset button for the mind and body. Something that becomes all the more important as we age. So, what's the magic number? Experts recommend keeping your bedroom temperature between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit for the best sleep quality. I know, that may feel a bit chilly at first, but there's an easy fix. Try using lightweight, breathable cotton blankets instead of thick, heat-retaining synthetic ones. This simple switch can work wonders. And if you're still worried about the chill, consider wearing moisture-wicking sleepwear that helps regulate body temperature throughout the night. Another trick, crack a window to let in some fresh air, or use a small fan to keep the air circulating. Not only will this help keep your room cooler, but it also helps improve air quality, which is vital for respiratory health and uninterrupted sleep. Making this small change to your sleep environment can have a profound impact on your health. It's a simple yet powerful way to reduce your risk of cardiovascular strain, support deeper, more restorative sleep, and wake up feeling genuinely rested and recharged. No more waking up sweaty and exhausted. Just refreshed, healthy, and ready to take on a new day. And in the long run, this adjustment could be one of the best choices you make for your well-being. It's all about creating the right environment for your body to thrive, especially as we age. You deserve that peace and vitality every night. Number 3. Drinking too much liquid before bed. As we grow older, staying hydrated becomes even more crucial, but it's also important to recognize that drinking excessive amounts of liquid, especially before bed, can have serious consequences as we age. If you're over 70 and find yourself waking up multiple times a night to use the bathroom, it may be time to take a close look at your fluid intake habits. While staying hydrated is essential, we need to approach this with greater wisdom, especially as our bodies change and adapt with age. The inconvenience of disrupted sleep isn't the only issue here. It can also open the door to a multitude of risks, many of which can feel alarmingly significant as the years go by. This seemingly harmless habit could contribute to falls, heart issues, and even cognitive decline over time. Let me explain why this matters. As we age, our bodies undergo changes that affect how we handle everyday processes. One of the areas affected is the bladder. It doesn't work the way it used to when we were younger. The muscles become weaker, and our kidneys continue their work of filtering fluids throughout the night, making us more sensitive to even the smallest amounts of liquid in our system. So if you're drinking that big glass of water, tea, or juice right before bed, your chances of waking up in the middle of the night with a pressing need to relieve yourself are high. This may seem like a minor inconvenience, but in reality, the consequences can be deeply concerning. Picture this, it's the middle of the night, the world is still, and you're lying in your bed, trying to sleep. But then, you feel it, your bladder is full, and it's urgent. As you hurriedly get out of bed, your body isn't prepared. Your blood pressure hasn't had time to adjust. This can cause something called postural hypotension, which is essentially a sudden drop in blood pressure that can make you dizzy, and lightheaded, and sometimes even cause you to faint. I've seen it happen to loved ones, and know just how dangerous it can be. For seniors, this issue can often go unnoticed, and yet, it is one of the leading causes of nighttime falls. A simple trip to the bathroom, which seems harmless, can easily turn into a life-threatening situation. Imagine falling, breaking a bone, sustaining a head injury, or worse, leading to a situation that could drastically change your life. It's terrifying, and it's something no one wants to face, but it is a real risk that comes with this seemingly innocent habit. Beyond the physical risks, frequent nighttime urination, medically known as nocturia, disrupts your sleep cycle, too. Every time you wake up and turn on the light, your brain thinks it's time to start the day. It's a subtle process, but it affects the production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for helping you sleep deeply and restfully. Without enough melatonin, your sleep isn't as restorative as it should be, which leads to several problems over time: poor immune function, increased blood pressure, and even the risk of accelerating cognitive decline. The research is clear. Studies have shown that seniors who repeatedly wake up during the night have a higher risk of developing memory-related conditions, including dementia. The long-term disruption of your sleep cycle can steal your mental sharpness, and it's heartbreaking to think that something as simple as drinking too much liquid could contribute to that. So, how do we find a balance? How do we stay hydrated without putting ourselves at risk? The key is moderation. I truly believe that small, thoughtful adjustments can make a world of difference in how you feel day to day. To start, try shifting most of your liquid intake to earlier in the day, tapering off by late afternoon. If you find yourself thirsty in the evening, take small sips instead of drinking a full glass all at once. And let's not forget about caffeine. If you're having coffee or tea in the late afternoon or evening, it's important to remember that caffeine is a diuretic. It encourages your body to produce more urine, making the problem even worse. A little shift in how we approach caffeine consumption in the later hours can have a big impact. Also, be mindful of those hidden sources of liquid in your diet. Foods like soups, fruits with high water content, and even certain medications can contribute to your fluid intake without you realizing it. This means you could be unknowingly increasing your chances of waking up during the night to use the bathroom. A little awareness can go a long way. In the end, it's all about small adjustments. It might seem like a minor tweak, but the impact on your quality of life can be profound. By being more mindful of your fluid intake and making these small but powerful changes, you can improve your sleep, reduce the risk of dangerous nighttime falls, and support your overall health in the long run. You deserve to sleep soundly and live confidently. Take these steps for yourself, and protect your well-being in the process. It's worth it. Number 4. Sleeping in the wrong position. As we get older, we tend to let the small things slip under the radar, like the way we sleep at night. We might assume that as long as we feel comfortable, we're doing just fine. But the truth is, after 70, your sleeping position can have a far more profound impact on your health than you might think, often in ways that can sneak up on you. It's something so easy to overlook, yet the wrong sleeping position can lead to serious health complications like breathing problems, poor circulation, and even increase your chances of having a heart attack or stroke. How heartbreaking is it that so many older adults unknowingly sleep in ways that cause unnecessary strain on their bodies every single night? This matters because as we age, our bodies change in ways we can't always see, and sometimes it takes a toll on the very things that allow us to rest peacefully, like our muscle tone, lung function, and circulation. When we lie in the wrong position, we might knowingly restrict airflow, limit oxygen levels, or putting unnecessary pressure on vital blood vessels. This is so much more than just an inconvenience. It's a disturbance to the way our bodies should function while we sleep. Over time, this kind of strain can lead to conditions such as snoring, sleep apnea, and even more concerning health risks like heart strain while we sleep. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. Take Daniel for example, a 76-year-old man who thought he was just aging naturally. He always slept flat on his back, convinced it was the most comfortable position for him. But his wife started noticing something worrying. He'd stop breathing for a few seconds at night and then gasp for air. He brushed it off at first, assuming it was just a part of getting older. But soon enough, he woke up feeling drained, dealing with headaches, and struggling to focus during the day. When Daniel finally went to see his doctor, he was shocked to learn that his sleeping position was the root cause of undiagnosed sleep apnea. That simple position, night after night, was slowly putting pressure on his heart. It was quietly destroying his vitality, leaving him exhausted and vulnerable. Even if you don't have sleep apnea, sleeping in the wrong position can severely affect circulation, which is critical for older adults. For example, sleeping on your right side has been shown to put extra pressure on the heart, making it harder for blood to flow properly throughout the body. This is especially worrying for seniors with heart conditions, as it can cause fluid buildup in the lungs and legs, which over time may lead to congestive heart failure. A slow, painful process that steals away your quality of life. So what is the solution? How can we sleep better and protect our hearts as we age? Experts recommend that after the age of 70, the best sleeping position is on your left side. This simple change can help improve circulation, make it easier for your heart to pump efficiently, and even support your digestive system. If you suffer from heartburn or acid reflux, this position can make a huge difference in keeping stomach acid from rising into the throat, sparing you from that uncomfortable burn and ensuring a more restful night's sleep. Now, I know it's not always easy to stay on your side throughout the night, especially if you've been used to another position for years. But don't be discouraged, there are solutions. A body pillow can be a game changer, gently keeping you from rolling onto your back. If you tend to wake up with a stiff neck or sore joints, elevating your head slightly with a supportive pillow can help keep your airways open and reduce breathing disruptions. If you experience lower back pain, try placing a pillow between your knees to maintain proper spinal alignment and ease the pressure on your joints. Making this simple, small adjustment to your sleeping position might feel minor, but it can have a huge impact on your health. When your body is in the optimal position for breathing, circulation, and heart function, the benefits are profound. You can wake up feeling more refreshed, more energized, and most importantly, less vulnerable to the health risks that come with poor sleep. In the end, we've covered 4 seemingly harmless bedtime habits that, without us realizing it, might be putting our health at risk after the age of 70. From eating too late to drinking too many fluids before bed, keeping the room too warm, and sleeping in the wrong position, each of these habits might be silently affecting your heart, your sleep, and your overall well-being. But here's the silver lining, these risks are not permanent. With just a few small changes to your nighttime routine, you can improve your sleep, reduce your risk of major health problems, and wake up each morning feeling stronger and ready to face the day ahead. Isn't that what we all want? Peaceful, restorative sleep that nurtures both our bodies and our hearts? As we wrap up, I hope you found these insights on sleep, health, and habits in your later years both eye-opening and helpful. We've covered some essential tips on improving your sleep, from the importance of your sleeping position to the little adjustments you can make to help your heart, circulation, and overall well-being. So, what have you learned so far? I'd love to hear from you. Please take a moment to comment below and share one thing you've learned today that you'll start practicing in your life. Your feedback could inspire others to make positive changes too. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more valuable tips and advice. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.